Oh, I wonder if exciting intro music means an exciting grammar lesson. It's doubtful, but I'm going to do my best. This is Adverb Clauses, Exercise 1. I'm currently in my room with my lovely wife, and I offered to have her be on here with you guys, but she said no because she's shy. So who knows what she could have said? Who knows what particular kernel of insight she could have given you about me? Alas, we will never know what she was going to say about me. She could have blasted me. She could have said something really sweet and cute. We just won't know. All right, so before you have 10 adverb or sentences that I want you to find the adverb clauses in. Go ahead and pause the video, find the 10 the adverb clauses in the 10 sentences, and unpause, and we'll cover the answers. All right, number 1. Let's get the highlighter that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Oh, this is a nasty animal here. But the adverb clauses, if history had been different, with if is your subordinating conjunction and history had been subject-verb pair, how would you be different is the independent clause. And we might even argue that that's a noun clause. I would have to look into that a little bit, but you would be different. How is probably how we should say that, so it's probably not a noun clause. It's just an independent clause that looks like a noun clause because of the marking word how. Number 2. Oh, by the way, comma rule in number 1. Number 2, because it was in an unfamiliar place. Comma rule, you're going to get sick of me saying this because it happens so frequently. I would say more than 50% of the adverb clauses you will encounter come at the beginning of the sentence, and that comma rule can do all the work for you. The dog would never leave the pet carrier is the independent clause because, of course, subordinating conjunction. As Juanita, or properly, as Juanita prepared for the math competition, oh my goodness gracious, another comma rule. 3 in a row. This isn't even challenging. If you've got this comma rule down, you sleptwalk through these first 3. All right, as is a subordinating conjunction, Juanita prepared, subject verb, her confidence grew, independent clause. Number 4, and now we break the streak, even though it had been full only yesterday, is the adverb clause. Even though subordinating conjunction, it had been subject verb. The orange juice container is empty is the independent clause. All right, number 5. Even though, once again, even though, which was used in the sentence before as a subordinating conjunction, and comma rule, even though people knew the poem. People knew is the, or few people, sorry. People knew, subject verb. Comma rule, it's all there for you. Most understood it right away, independent clause. Number 6, if you are tired. I shouldn't even be teaching this. This is so easy. Comma rule, if, one of the more common subordinating conjunctions, why don't you take a nap? That one, we might argue, also is a noun clause. But 2 subordinates don't make a full sentence, do they? Unless they're noun clauses. It might actually work here, too. You might get the adverb. Noun clause is a weird creature. It doesn't matter. It is a sentence. It works. But if it's bothering you, I'll look into that and why don't you take a nap to see. I still think it's going to be you don't take a nap. Why? Where we can just toss the why away. Remember, turn the interrogative into a statement, and you have your usual subject-verb order. But that why there does make it seem like it's subordinate. Number 7, because that's my favorite color, is the adverb clause. Am I using a key here, honey? Am I using a key? No, she's not going to answer it. I'm not using a key. I work without a net, as always, because I have that much confidence in my grammar abilities. I painted my room green is the independent clause because right up there with if as a common subordinating conjunction. I wish I had a camera going that's not just filming my screen that I could show you her. Because right now you don't even know she's here. Kelly, would you say something? Hello, English 10. Okay, that wasn't quite Kelly, but I was hoping to get a peep out of her. Number 8. Until scientists interpret the lab results. Oh, there's a little giggle there. You might have heard it. That is an adverb clause. The mystery will remain unsolved. Independent clause. Most of these are you're gonna usually find that they mostly modify verbs. Remember, what are the 3 things an adverb can modify? That's a verb, an adjective, and another adverb. I would say that these adverb clauses mostly modify verbs and then probably adjectives and then lastly other adverbs as far as their commonality and what they're actually doing in a sentence when you see them. Whenever there is a crisis, comma rule, whenever subordinating conjunction is and crisis are your subject verb. Martin, or as I like to call him, Martin. Now it's not Smiley Marty in class. It's a different one because it's Martin, not Smiley Marty in class. Martin, or Martin, immediately takes charge of the situation. Quiet, everyone. It's like hunting wildlife. We're waiting for her to make a sound. Shh. I'm going to move the speaker a little closer. We're hunting for the wild Kelly. She's rumored to be in these parts. She's working awfully hard not to laugh right now. Come on, give me a giggle. Give me a giggle. Give me a giggle. Okay, she's working really hard. Oh, dear. Number 10. Because the wildlife needs to be protected. Comma rule and the because subordinating conjunction lets you know that this is definitely an adverb clause. No cars are allowed in the park is your independent clause. I kind of like adverb clauses because of the comma rule. They're a lot less tricky. Even though they have more marking words than either the noun or the adjective clause, because of the comma rule and because of how often adverb clauses are used at the beginning of a sentence, it makes them very easy to detect. So hopefully going through this exercise, you were very confident because you recognize the comma rule. If you didn't, hopefully by the time you're done with me blaring comma rule at you, how many times? Look at that. 7 out of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7 out of the 10 sentences used it. That's 70% to me and you, Russ. You will hopefully now recognize the comma rule when we do adverb clause exercise 2. All right, I don't think we're going to get anything out of my beloved Kelly. Who knows? Maybe I can catch her snoring one night or something and just kind of turn this on real quick and do a real quiet adverb clause lesson or whatever lesson we're on at that point so we can have her snoring as accompanying music. I don't know. Last chance, honey. Oh, she's glaring at me because she doesn't like the idea of a female snoring because it's just not feminine. But come on, we all snore. Even you ladies in class, you snore. You know you do. Oh, she's saying she doesn't snore. Okay. Well, that just was a gauntlet being dropped for me to now record her snoring. You heard it here first. Please ask me if I ever made that recording because chances are before January I will. See you at the next lesson.